Well, first off, half a day. Oh, that was kind of shy. Let's try that again. Half a day. Half a day, and welcome to the office of the Governor of Guam. We are delighted to have you here with us on this beautiful Thursday afternoon to recognize a very, very important person who is not just being recognized regionally, nationally, but globally. That is Julian Aguon, Esquire. Let's give him a round of applause. But before we begin, of course, I want to start with recognizing our governor, the Honorable Lourdes A. Leon Guerrero Maga'Haga Guahan. And in the words of Julian, let's just get to the snacks. So I'm not going to introduce everyone in this room because we're all very, very important people. I do want to, however, acknowledge his mom, Annabelle. Let's give Mom a round of applause. Without Mom, Julian would not be here. And his partner, Ron, on his left. Yes. So today, thank you for joining us for, again, a very special Maga'Haga Award presentation. Without further ado, I want to give the floor to our Maga'Haga, Governor Lulian Guerrero, for her remarks.
Thank you very much, Crystal. Half a day and welcome to such a great celebration of a great person. You know, I know Annabelle from a long time, long time ago. When I was working as a senator and she was in public health. And she used to bring Julian around always. And their family is also very, I think, politically aware. They're into public service and politics. And I think Julian got that kind of value and ethics from those experiences. And Julian also was one of the senators that I don't know, did you shadow me or was it Ben? What, was it Carlotta? But even in his early years of life, he was totally involved and very interested and committed to political affairs, to government, to public service. And so I've seen him grow over those many years. We don't connect all the time, but when we do, we connect very well with quality time. And you know, he has spent time with me talking about his philosophies and his principles about social justice, human rights, indigenous rights, you know, protecting the culture of our people, working hard towards self-determination, being in the courts, arguing for self-determination, just many issues that affect us on a government political way, right? And so uh, so I've known him personally, I've known his family, and when he whispered in my ear, when was that? About a couple of weeks ago? Governor, I'm getting this award in Stockholm, right? Switzerland. Sweden. Can you make sure that my partner gets leave so he can come with me?
Governor, this is being live streamed.
And I said, award? I said, never mind your partner. Tell me about your award. I didn't mean to embarrass him, but he said, and please don't tell anybody. It's a secret. Don't tell anybody about the award. It's, well, how am I going to explain giving him the leave then? I'm sorry for embarrassing you. Anyway, and of course, he's a great writer, an author. He's published really, I have all your books, by the way. And so does my daughter. So, you know, I think very well accomplished for such a young person. And I think he has many more accomplishments to move forward. Annabelle, you are a very, I know as a mom, you're just inside ready to explode about all the love and, pride and honor you have to have such a very accomplished son. More so, I think, he is a son of Guam, and he has put Guam not just in the U.S. level, but on the world global level. A guy from Guam winning a very important case on climate change in the world courts is not something to take very lightly. I think we as a community is very proud of you, and we are very honored. And his home base is here. His home base, I know that. His home base is here, although he's worked very closely with the Blue Ocean law firm and moved that very influential in the firm to continue many successes on its fight and strategies and vision, right? Not just for Guam, but for the world in terms of climate justice, human rights, social justice, and so forth, indigenous. So I wanted to honor him on behalf of the people of Guam. And I wanted to give him the highest award, the Maga'Haga Award, in recognition and also in great simple appreciation. And thank you for your commitment, your dedication, your love, your passion for our people and our culture. And most importantly, you're very committed to justice for not just our people, but throughout the world. So I just want to say thank you, Julian, for being such a great guy, and for keeping us in that light, and for working with us together to make sure that we do accomplish those kinds of very noble fights in the world. So, now we face a lot of civic unrest. We face a lot of challenges out there, and I think work like Julian does and the people that do the work just, I think, makes us more comfortable that there is still that hope out there from people like you. So thank you so much.
Susan Masi, Governor. I now want to give the floor to Julian for his remarks before I read his award.
Yeah, I'll just speak. Yes, I love everyone here. Thank you so much.
Just be yourself.
Yeah, I'll keep it very, very short. I just want to say that, never in my wildest dreams did I ever think that, this small, indigenous law firm that's based here could actually sort of shepherd through over a period of like 5, almost 6 years, a case that is truly of global import. And what I mean is, unlike every other kind of legal case on the planet, an advisory opinion from the International Court of Justice really is the only kind of case that can affect everyone everywhere. That is so astonishingly humbling to me, to be able to be of service at that scale. And I'm just grateful that, we succeeded and the result was favorable. And now, because of this ruling, the highest court in the world, has sort of heralded a new era. That era is one of climate accountability. So I'm very proud of the work. And I also want to say that I couldn't do any of the work without all of you here, the people who love me and lift me up, and no one's an island. And I just want to make that point really, really clear. Obviously, my partner, my mom, my family, my friends, but so many of you here in this room have really, really, truly shaped, informed, influenced, pushed and prodded me to become sort of the person I am today and to do the work. I even see all of these social workers in here who I used to look up to from infancy, right? Because they understand, the sort of the core of all of it, We are here to be beautiful. We are here to be exceptional. And we are here to be of service to each other. So truly, thank you all for coming. None of this means anything without all of you. Thank you.
And he says he didn't come prepared with a speech. But now I'm mentally preparing to read the very long award that's about to be presented to you. So I'll have you sit down for now, and then I'll call you and the governor up to receive the award for the photo as well. The Maga'Haga Award, presented to Julian Aguon, Esquire. A son of Guam, Julian Aguon stands among the few whose courage and compassion light the way in a world often marked by conflict, climate crisis, and challenges to justice and democracy. An indigenous human rights lawyer and writer, he has carried the story of our island and the voices of Pacific peoples to the world's highest platforms, reminding all that even small islands can make a global impact. On October 1, 2025, the Stockholm-based Right Livelihood Foundation announced Julian as one of 4 global changemakers to receive its prestigious Right Livelihood Award. Also known as the Alternative Nobel Prize, established in 1980 by philanthropist Jacob van Uxel, the award honors those solving humanity's most urgent challenges. Leaders whose commitment to justice and compassion often goes unrecognized by traditional institutions. Past awardees include Brian Stevenson, Greta Thunberg, and Dennis Mukwege, visionaries who, like Julian, have reshaped the world's understanding of justice and hope. Julian was recognized for carrying the call for climate justice to the world's highest court through his leadership at the Blue Ocean law firm and in partnership with Pacific Island students fighting climate change. He helped secure a unanimous International Court of Justice advisory opinion affirming that countries have binding obligations to protect the climate system for present and future generations. For the first time, the court recognized the human right to a clean, healthy, and sustainable environment, an extraordinary victory for island nations and future generations everywhere. Julian Aguon is the visionary behind Blue Ocean Law, a progressive firm that works at an intersection of indigenous rights and environmental justice. Julian and his team have fought to safeguard the right of self-determination for colonized and indigenous peoples across the Pacific, defend the right to free, prior, and informed consent in the context of militarization and extractive industry, and advance the cause of climate justice for frontline communities around the world. His firm also serves as legal counsel to the Republic of Vanuatu, supporting its successful pursuit of an advisory opinion on climate change from the International Court of Justice. Julian is a hybrid attorney, author, activist whose work lives at the intersection of law, literature, and liberation. He's a Pulitzer Prize finalist and the author of several acclaimed books, including his most recent, No Country for 8-Spot Butterflies, a deeply personal meditation on hope, loss, and the moral imagination of small island peoples licensed to practice law in Guam. The Republic of Palau and the Republic of the Marshall Islands, Julian continues to mentor and inspire a new generation of island advocates. He has shared his knowledge and passion with audiences around the world, lecturing at Yale Law School, UCLA, Brown University, and the National Center for the Preservation of Democracy. In 2011, the Petro Foundation named him a human rights hero for his pioneering work defending Micronesian communities. Yet, no matter how far his advocacy reaches, Julian's heart remains right here in the Pacific among his people. His work reflects the essence of Inafa Malik, the Chamorro value of care, cooperation, and harmony. He continues to remind us that progress begins with protecting one another and the home we share. This recognition celebrates not only a remarkable advocate, but a proud son of Guam whose courage, compassion, and conviction continue to inspire our people and uplift our island around the world. I now want to call Governor Julian Guerrero and Julian up, because this is Governor's part.
In witness whereof I, Lourdes A. Leon Guerrero, Governor of Guam, together with Josh Tenorio, Lieutenant Governor of Guam, have set our hands and crossed the Great Seal of Guam on this 9th day of October in the year of the Lord, Anno Domini 2025. Julian, on behalf of the people of Guam, it is with great honor and a delight and pleasure to present you this Maga'Haga Award, memorializing all the accomplishments you have done, all the great awards you've had, and we wish you the best young life and better future for our people and our islands. Si Zeus Masi Putori Bidamu Pratanat Lamolig Esti Itanota and Itautota. Si Zeus Masi.
Please pose for the photo. Also, I do see many of you holding up your cell phones. This event is being live streamed on Governor's YouTube channel, Governor Leon Guerrero on YouTube. Can I have his family join us for the next photo, and then we'll do group shots, and then we'll conclude today's live stream event. This will conclude today's Maga'Haga presentation to Julian Aguon Esquire. Thank you for joining us. This will end our live stream event, but I encourage our family and our friends and our fans to stay for group photos. Do you want them to flip it? Do you want to have...